We're joined now in studio by Dr. Ved Chirayath. Thank you so much for coming in today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having
All right,
me.
let's talk about this game. I'm super excited about it. Tell me a little bit about what the objective is.
The objective with NASA Nemo-Net is nothing short of mapping the entire ocean floor.
That is a big objective. How are you going to accomplish that? And how long will it take?
Yes, I'm hoping it will be done very soon. We've actually been operating Nemo-Net for 4 years. It launched at 2020, and we already have mapped most 65,000 square kilometers of coral reefs in particular. We're leveraging a brand new instrument called NASA Fluid Cam and fluid lensing that I developed when I was at NASA, and that's given us a centimeter scale view of coral reefs, really a diver scale view from aircraft, which is just extraordinary. So we can look through ocean waves, we can see every single coral detail. If you drop your cell phone in a coral reef somewhere, we can tell you where it is. You might see it in Nemo-Net. And then we take that massive data set, which can be 100 terabytes in size, chop it up, put it into a video game, and then have citizen scientists help us map corals using a supercomputer.
Okay, so how do they play the game exactly? Like, what are the steps?
I could show you,
yes,
actually.
Please
So
do.
we could jump in here on NASA. We just have a manta ray go by. So as you play the game, you rank up from a plankton to a whale shark, and then more and more creatures join you. This is an example of one of the data sets from Guam that we mapped using drones. And what you're looking at is a Parietes coral in 3D. Mm-hmm. So this gives you an idea of the scale of the data set. You can actually see sea cucumbers.
That's amazing.
And basically, you jump in, you learn about the different types. So in this case, I've already done some training, and I know that, for example, the bare substratum sand is an easy class to learn. There's a 3D library we have of different corals. This is actually the first time we've ever created a 3D library for coral reefs, which is really hard because they're very three-dimensional creatures. And so to map them, you kind of have to know what they look like. And that then goes to our machine learning system, our AI on the supercomputer, and that learns basically what all of these different things are. And then it can map, if you've only mapped 1% of the data set, it can map the rest of the 99% for you.
So your citizen scientists kind of give the key, or provide the key to the supercomputer for mapping out
Yes.
the entirety of the ocean.
Yes.
So I think people will be surprised to know that we've done a better job mapping Mars and the Moon than we have of our own planet, simply because the oceans have been it's hard to get down that deep. Why do we need to map the oceans? What's the importance of that?
So I'm sort of one of the poster child for that movement because I started my career in astrophysics and I mapped Mars and the Moon and the Sun at really high resolution. And it was around that time I realized how little we had really mapped of the seafloor and how much life is on our homeworld versus these other planetary bodies. Why you should care, life as we know it depends on this ocean body. Our planet is, from a distance, it's not green, it's blue. It really is all about the sea. It controls our climate. 99% of the habitable volume of our world is actually in the ocean, so we're kind of exceptions as land dwellers.
How much have we mapped so far with this game?
So in general, the ocean floor, we've mapped about 6% to the same resolution we have on land. In terms of how much Nemo-Net has mapped, right now we're getting close to 65,000 square kilometers, which is the primary area of coral reefs around the equatorial region of our planet. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to keep pushing forward. We're trying to aim to 300,000 square kilometers by the end of next year, and then just keep expanding that until we've reached full oceanic coverage.
And going deeper and deeper.
And deeper and deeper.
Great.
So, yeah.
Well, Dr. Ved Chirayath, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.